Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Today I would want to talk about Savitri Gayatri particularly. I am raised in a Brahmin family, and all my gurus were well-known Brahmins. That is, Brahmins belonging to the Andhra community. Being Devi Upasakas, especially from the Kaulachara Margam, we believe that who are followers of the Divine Mother, they have no caste, community, no distinctions, no demarcations. That includes even the caste system. Gayatri is, there's a famous shloka called Veda Mata Gayatri Tanmata Shodasi. That means that Gayatri Devi, that aspect of the Divine Mother is Gayatri Devi is the mother of all the infinite Vedas, and her counterpart is Mahashodasi. Full name is Mahashodasi Parabhattarika Lalita Mahatripa Sundari, who is the Divine Mother and the face of the infinite Kula Tantras. Then the Gayatri that we normally Brahmins we refer to is the Savitri Gayatri. Every deity in the Saptakoti Mahavidyeshwaris, they have their own Gayatri mantra, and they have their own equivalent tantric versions of the mantras. Then the Savitri Gayatri is very popular in Kali Yuga. Is actually more relevant only to the Brahmins, and she is actually the protector deity also for the Brahmin community. But then you can say why she did not help when the Brahmins were persecuted in the past in various parts of the country. It's because of the Kali Yuga, and also because of the Prarabdha karma, and also it takes a lot of one's tapas shakti, and one must be in the category of a Mahasiddha to change not only one's destiny, also of the environment. So there are a lot of factors that come in, and plus doing mantra sadhana to protect yourself and your community is not an easy joke. It's not an easy thing at all. It's a very difficult task to be accomplished, and most of the deities, we say that they are sleeping in Kali Yuga. Not that they are sleeping as in human nature, but they remain passive and they are not that active. One has to do Tivra tapas and must do more times the Purascharan to awaken the Chaitanya of the mantra that they're doing, that is the mantra Chaitanya, and also to awaken the Devata. Okay, I'm digressing from the topic. About Savitri Gayatri, she is particularly the personification of all the four infinite Vedas. My Parama Guru, that is my Avaduta's Guru, Sri Kalyanandatita Maharaj, had realized Gayatri Devi as the four parts, four angas of the infinite Vedas. When one has a Purna Siddhi and Purna Anagram of the Savitri Gayatri Mantra, there is nothing stopping them from realizing the Nirguna Brahman, that is a formless aspect of the Divine Mother in the form of Omkara. So it's a very difficult task, and many great masters they were not able to accomplish to that extent that my Guru could do. And Savitri Gayatri Mantra, it has got when one is chanting the mantra, there are 5 Sandhi Kalas to be observed for a pause. And chanting 9 times Savitri Gayatri mantra is equivalent to chanting once Panchadasi. That is the Kadi Vidya of the Sri Vidya mantra. That is the Mula Sri Vidya mantra that invokes Lalita Mahatripa Sundari. Then Savitri Gayatri mantra is a Purna mantra. You don't have to do Samashtini with other mantras. That is, you don't combine other mantras as per mantra shastra to amplify the effect of the mantra. And Savitri Gayatri mantra can be used as a Astra mantra, but Astra mantras are normally created by reversing the original mantra. Here, there is no need to reverse. It can be used both as for protection, for both defensive, offensive purposes. But the main purpose of the mantra is to give one moksha. It also illuminates one's intellect. And it is not the sole property of the Brahmin community, because one receives from one's father, and father is received from his father, so on and so forth. If you have the grace and fortune, divine fortune of a realized guru, then if he gives you the Savitri Gayatri mantra, regardless of whatever caste, community or gender you can chant it. And in Kali Yuga, they say that women are prohibited from chanting Savitri Gayatri mantra. That is totally false. What the Shastra says is that if your husband is chanting the Gayatri mantra, then you get the equivalent, not equivalent, you get nearly 50% of the phalam of the mantra japa that your husband does. And then Savitri Gayatri Mantra can be chanted even if whether one is a celibate or whether one has reached even the sannyasi, that is the Yati Avastha, because she gives everything, all the four Purusharthas she gives. And but it takes more Purusharana to gain mantra siddhi, especially in Kali Yuga, because of various factors. And also, apart from the main ingredient is that one must have a guru, not just an ordinary guru, a guru who has realized Savitri Gayatri herself in her complete form. And normally Vedic people say, why do we need to take up the practice of Mahashodasi when we have Gayatri Mantra? The both are the same sides of the both are the two sides of the same coin. That means the Supreme Mother, she is worshipped as Gayatri in the Vedas, and then she is worshipped as Shodasi in the Tantras. So neither the Vedic nor the Tantric people should criticize the other aspects of the divine, because they are one and the same. It is as good as criticizing your own Ishta Devata. And but for some reason this practice has stopped. Before relocating to a new house or a purchased house, you have to do a group pravesha, the ceremony. But no one does before the ceremony lakhs of mantra japa of Gayatri Mantra. And then before a temple Kumbhabhishekam, especially if it's a Devi temple, no one does a Koti Purusharana of Gayatri Mantra before the Kumbhabhishekam ceremony begins. I don't know, for some reason the tradition has died out. Then we can ask why Srividya Upasaka doesn't need Gayatri Mantra. There is nothing like that. Gayatri Mantra is none but Lalita Matrupasundari. When you are worshipping her, why do you want to worship the other aspects of the deity? So the sole aspect for the Srikula Margam is Lalita Tripasundari. Likewise for and besides, Gayatri Devi is not, when she is the mother of all the four infinite Vedas, you have all the infinite, the permutation combination of the various Vedic mantras that are embedded, hidden, or openly displayed in the shlokams. And also, besides that, many of the tantric works, they can be referred to the Atharvana Veda. Although the Kama Tantras, they do not come out of the Atharvana Veda, the 64 Tantras do have their origin in Atharvana Veda. Then what else do I need to talk about Gayatri Mantra? Even though Dharma stands only in one leg in Kali Yuga, Gayatri Mantra doesn't need any support, any props. She is present and relevant in all the yugas. Of course, with the Kali Yuga, the more negative and evil forces, then more one has to do sadhana, mantra sadhana, and meditation on Gayatri Mantra. If a Brahmin, even if they do not do Sandhya Vandana regularly, they can chant the Gayatri Mantra. It is said that if you stop doing Sandhya Vandana for few generations, the entire the entire successors of your succeeding generations will lose their Brahminhood. But if they solely chant Gayatri Mantra, then they don't. Then that particular rule doesn't apply to them. And if you are a Srividya or a Devi Upasaka and being a Brahmin, if you are not chanting Gayatri Mantra, that is okay. And you have the tantric version of the Gayatri Mantra mentioned in the Mahanirvana Tantra, which is one of the heart treasures of the Kaulachara Margam. Then Gayatri Mantra, I don't have to parrot or talk about its greatness, glory of the mantra, which the Shastras have mentioned and which many great saints have spoken about it. Doing Gayatri Homam also, it requires more effort because you have to keep more doubly the count than what the other aspects, the other upasakas of other Dashama, rest of the Dashama Vidyas do. And Gayatri Mantra is a Purna Margam itself. It includes all the Mahavidyas that are mentioned in the Vedas. If you are really a serious Gayatri Upasaka, you don't have to take recourse to anything, whether for protection or whether for helping others or whether to fulfill your desires. If you are a very great Gayatri Upasaka, like in the ancient past, they were great Upasakas, they could even help people, they could even help a community, they could help the entire region itself. Such is the glory of the Gayatri Mantra. And should I not talk a little bit about it when I received the Upadesha from my Atma Guru about the Upasana Vidhi of Gayatri Mantra, and my Parama Guru, that is my direct Guru's Guru, who realized Gayatri Mantra completely. Yeah, that's about it. Om Tat Sat.